punt from Malcolm Thompson. It's going to be fielded. Fumbled by Centennial! And Urbana's going to fall on it. Mike Laboyo! Redemption for Mike Laboyo. And Urbana wins the set! Urbana takes set 1, 27-25. We're set and ready for another exciting season of Tiger athletics, and luckily for me, it's the fall season. Basketball is not one of them. I caught up with our coaches for volleyball, football, cross country, tennis, and soccer, and they previewed their upcoming seasons for this 2017 fall campaign. I'm here on the football field with first-year football coach Ordell Walker. Coach, thank you for joining us today. You come over from Bluefield College in Virginia. Tell us about, first of all, why you made the transition from college ball to high school ball, and then maybe what has the most difficult part of that process been?
It's really about family. The time commitment to college, being on the road, recruiting, is as my sons are getting older, just as a family, just felt like it was that time. And I started off in high school. I always thought I would come back to high school, didn't know when, but so glad to be back. What's the most difficult part, transition? The bell. I'm on the bell, so I'm in the classroom teaching and,
That's right.
and college coaching. I just got to make my own schedule, and you know, whereas now it's very regimented, so that's different.
Certainly. You have roots in Illinois, correct? That's
Correct.
Part of why you made the transition back home?
Right. I'm originally from Chicago, and most of my coaching career has been Illinois, other than the last 4 years in Virginia. So my wife's family's still out here. I still have family out here, and I actually have family in town. So it just kind of worked out.
Certainly, always helps that transition when you get
Exactly.
family back home. So more towards the Urbana program. Obviously, you inherit a program that has not had the most success as of late. No home wins in the last 3 seasons, and only 1 win each in those past 3 seasons, all on the road.
They didn't tell me that. Shoot.
Really? No. So maybe what's your plan to get the ship turned around? What's straightened out?
Yeah, it's building a foundation that's all about hard work and commitment, and our guys being dependable. When we work hard in the off season and during the season, in the classroom, in the weight room, on the field, and we're dependable, we're committed, things can't help but turn around. You can't help but have success when you're doing things the right way. So that's really been the plan, and our guys have been buying in. So
certainly. And how has the summer program been? Obviously, we're in the school year now, so practice has changed a little bit. But how did the summer go in terms of getting the team to where you as a coach wanted them to be?
We improving each day. We still, because it was the summer, guys were in and out, but the guys who were there were definitely committed. They learned the things that we wanted them to learn, and we have high buy-in, and that's the other part of building a foundation. They got to believe in what you're saying as a coach, believe in your staff, and we definitely have that. So it was a good summer. Certainly.
And perhaps one more question. The stars of the Coach Watson tenure are gone, obviously. Jamin Carter, Tyler Kybers, Jamon Carter-Grady. Those guys are gone. Who steps up this year and makes an impact on the field for the Tigers in 2017?
Yeah, it remains to be seen. I mean, I would expect Meach is a senior running back, so I'd expect him to get some carries offensively, and Chico Lipscomb, who's a returner, has done a good job. Mike Mambalio had an outstanding summer. Jake Luffman.
Yeah, of course.
So we're going to need everybody to play above their talent, play probably above the expectations for us to have success. But those guys, I can't leave out AJ Fox.
Certainly. Big year last year.
Yeah. Phenomenal scrimmage. He's just so difficult to block. So those are a few names that come to mind.
Okay. Well, certainly, Coach, we wish you luck. We wish the team luck as we move into this new era, and hopefully we can find some success on the field.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm here on the track with cross-country coach Forrest Farokhi and UHS sophomore Tyler Carrel, who is also a member of the team. Coach, we'll start with you. Just first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about the team, and kind of where you guys are at right now.
I'm a former runner myself. I did cross-country and track for all 4 years of high school. Got a state championship at a small 1A school. The team is in a great spot right now. When I got here, there was less than a dozen on both the boys and girls teams combined. And over the past several years, with a consistent and helpful coaching staff, we've been able to grow the team to a combined total of over 40. So we have grown in size and quality. We did a couple things last season that haven't been done in 30 or 40 years, and we hope to kind of capitalize on that and improve even further this year. So I'm pretty excited.
Certainly, and with that, Coach, you didn't excuse me, can't talk. You guys didn't lose a ton of people either. Like obviously, you know, it's high school, seniors graduate, but you guys have a lot of quality runners, a lot of great runners returning to the team this year.
That's correct. Part of our success last year was largely in part due to a great incoming freshman class. Tyler here was a freshman last year as well, and he was part of that group. And you are correct. We only lost a couple boys and girls on each side, so we're sitting pretty well for the season right now.
Certainly. And over to you, Tyler. Obviously, you're a sophomore. This is your second season on the team. Tell me a little bit about how the summer program went. Maybe some gains that you made personally over the summer that you look to carry with you through into the season.
Yeah, the summer program was a lot of fun. It was just like getting together in the mornings and a couple times in the afternoon to just build yourself up, get yourself ready for the high school year. And it was very well toned for an individual person to go based on where they're at level-wise, skill-wise, and it was a lot of fun too because we got to put in a lot of games like ultimate frisbee and scavenger hunts here and there and stuff like that. So,
and that's notable because cross country and even track and field, they're not really as team oriented as say baseball or football or basketball. So how does that help you guys meshing as a team in a sport that maybe is more individually centered?
Well, I feel like maybe it's a bit less team based than sports where like you actually have to fully cooperate as a team, but at the same time. The team spirit is very good. We all get along really, really well. It's a lot of fun. We all are friends. We get along, and just doing the team games and stuff. It's really good for bonding, and I feel like we already bond really well on running. We like to run in our groups and stuff. So it's a very well-rounded sport where you can really get to know a lot of people. It's a lot of fun.
And then, Coach, back over to you. What does the season look like for you guys, schedule-wise? Maybe some expectations. Just what's your outlook of the season overall?
Well, I would start with just my general expectations. I would love the girls' team to return to state, and I've got high hopes for the boys' team to make it to state, which also hasn't happened in several decades. So, as a whole, we're looking to take a couple steps up from last year and try and bump ourselves up. The girls finished top 10 in the state, and we're looking for top 5. And as I said on the boys' side, we're just trying to get the team to qualify. But I feel very good. And to kind of bounce off what Tyler was saying, I think part of the reason why the team has grown as much as it has is because we've incorporated all the little things that make a team great. So, for example, on Sunday, Tyler was there this past Sunday, and we have our long runs on Sundays, and afterwards the kids will go and have donuts or pancakes and do things as a team bonding experience, and they operate completely separate from the coaches. And little things like that where they're student-led that give them opportunities to kind of have some leadership within the team help kind of keep the team going throughout the season. So things like that I think are helpful, and I'm looking forward to a good season.
Yeah. And Tyler, one more thing for you. My brother Johnny, freshman on the team, tells me every Friday you guys have morning runs, 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to those? I wouldn't.
I've been to a few. I think they're a lot of fun because, well, you get to go when everybody's like a zombie and doesn't really want to be there that much. But I also enjoy them because it's a bit cooler in the morning, so you can get a run where you don't feel like you're covered in sweat the whole time. And generally, Mondays are pretty easy days Fridays are also pretty easy days because we do workouts like Tuesdays and Thursdays a lot. So it's a good way to get up in the morning, get it out of the way so that you have more time later in the day. And it's still fun to see everybody, trying to trudge through a workout when they're half asleep still.
Certainly. Well, thanks, guys. With Forrest, Farokhi, and Tyler Carrel, I'm Joey Wright. The Urbana High School cross-country team certainly poised for success heading into the 2017 season. Here on the soccer field with soccer coach Randy Blackman. And coach, you guys are coming off a very successful 2016 campaign. Just first of all, how do you guys shape up going into the 2017 season?
Well, I think we, offensively, I think we look good. We've got to work on our defense. I think if we can fix those woes a little bit and continue to improve on the offensive area, I think we could be a pretty good team this year.
Certainly. And you guys lost, obviously, a few key seniors at the end of last season.
Yes, we did.
But you were also a fairly young team. A good amount of juniors and even some sophomores crept their way into the varsity squad last year. Who steps up this season to lead the Tigers?
Well, I think the seniors are definitely going to be the ones that will step up. I think when you think of Bennett Anderson, Magnus Parente, those two guys alone will do a great job, but we also have other seniors all the way through. Sam Aaron has done a great job. Latif Bridgewater has done a really good job as well. So all those guys are going to step up, play a big role. We had guys like Artem and Pablo, you know, that were lower, younger than them that came up, and they'll do a fabulous job as well this year. I really believe that they're going to do well.
Right.
I do think that Roman will play a great role this year as well. I think he's going to really shine this year.
Certainly. Tell me a little bit about how the summer program has gone and how practices have gone to this point. You guys haven't started the season just yet.
No, we haven't started the season. Summer program was pretty laid back. We don't necessarily work or come anywhere close to using our 25 days. We use about maybe 15, 16 of them. It's a little more laid back. I let the kids be a lot more creative on their own. It's just so that they can experiment.
Right.
But once the season gets going, you know, once we start, I take some of that away.
So got to get to business.
Absolutely,
yeah. And then one more thing, it's your final year at the helm, correct?
That is true.
This is the last ride.
This is it.
So, and I know you want to go out with obviously a state championship.
Sure, we'd love that.
Is the goal. But tell me a little bit about the journey to this point. What maybe some things that you've been reflecting on lately?
Well, I really haven't done a whole lot of reflection. I think maybe at the end I will do some reflection, but I haven't done that. I'm really just focusing on the season.
Certainly.
And try to do a good job at it.
Right.
I think the kids deserve that. They've been working really hard, and I think they want to perform well. And barring injuries and stuff like that, I think they will.
Certainly. Well, Coach, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Certainly, we wish you and the team the best of luck into this new campaign.
Well, I appreciate that,
Yep.
Joe.
So,
I appreciate that, and thanks for coming out and taking a look at us.
Oh, no problem. So, our honor. So the Tigers kick off the season in just a few days on the soccer field with Coach Randy Blackman. I am Joey Wright. Here with volleyball coach Erika Mennig. And coach, last season, maybe not the season you guys wanted. Start off, how do you guys rebound in 2017?
Well, to begin, we had a lot of freshmen on varsity last year.
Certainly.
So it was kind of expected, but I thought they did really well. Moving into this season, I think that they have a lot of experience now going back to the varsity to that level.
Right.
We have still a lot of sophomores on varsity, which
Yeah.
makes us a young team, but overall I think we're going to perform better than we did last year.
Right. And certainly having the team, a young team last year with an additional year of experience is great. You guys didn't really lose a ton of seniors last year, correct?
No, just two seniors.
Just two seniors,
so,
yeah.
Yep. So we're still, we're filling those gaps, But overall, we still have a lot of returners who will continue to make an impact this year.
And on the subject of returning starters and even role players, who steps up to make an impact this year? Who can we expect to see on the court?
Well, our captains are Jada Barbie and Maddie Sanders as seniors.
Right.
And Maddie's our libero, and Jada is an outside hitter. And then we have Kaylin Johnston, who's our junior setter. She's a returning varsity player as well. So those three will make big impacts. And then our fourth captain is Raven Russell, and she is a sophomore, but she was our starting middle last year.
Right. Certainly, some of the competition that you guys will face this year, obviously Central Illinois is very strong from a volleyball perspective. Lots of great teams. What are some expectations that we can expect from the Tigers this year, knowing that so many of the teams we'll face are very, very strong?
Yeah. I think overall we just want to play hard.
Okay.
One thing that I'm noticing is a huge difference this year is that we're not giving up on the ball. We are really scrappy. We're working hard. We're moving our feet. And we're being aggressive at the net, whereas when I first got in here, there was a lot of tipping, a lot of just setting over the net, and so now we're really playing to our strengths and doing a lot better aggressively.
Certainly. Yeah, so great luck in the 2017 season. Obviously, we look forward to covering several volleyball games this year, and that'll be fun. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Here on the tennis court with girls tennis coach Matt Avery. And Coach, thank you for joining us. First of all, just tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about the team.
This is my 6th year with the program here at UHS. I teach over at the high school of physical education and health. This year we have a lot of seniors and juniors coming back to the program, mainly on the varsity squad. So I'm looking excited to see what happens this season.
Certainly. And a team comprised mostly of juniors, I believe, in looking at the roster. There are a few seniors, of course, but mostly juniors. It's a fairly young team. What are, first of all, who impact players? Who can we expect to make an impact on the court?
I see about 4 players this year making a difference. We have 2 seniors, Hishwan Sia and Alora Rent.
Yep.
And then we have Erin Wright, and this year she has a doubles partner, Courtney Falk, that's brand new to the program.
Right. You guys play singles and doubles, of course. On the singles side, who do you see stepping up in that regard?
I don't really see anyone stepping up per se. I see Hishwan Sia and Erin Wright just continuing where they were from last year and stepping up to bigger roles in the program to go down further than they've gone in the past.
Right. And certainly it seems like, and this is true on the boys' side as well, you guys have had a fair amount of success the past few years. Obviously, maybe not quite at the level of some of the bigger schools yet, but what are some expectations for the Tigers girls tennis team heading into the 2017 season? And you guys have already played a little bit too, so what?
I mean, our biggest expectation is to go out, do the best that you can, not give up on the court mentally. Mentally, tennis is more mental than physical.
Okay.
If you start to get being on the court, the expectation is to fight through that and figure out your weakness and change it, and your opponent's weakness. The varsity squad we have this year, I see that being a strength. These players are mentally capable of overcoming that.
Okay. Well, Coach, thank you for joining us. Certainly, we look forward to cheering the tennis team on as the year goes along, and you guys will be a lot of fun to follow.
All right, thank you.
Yep, no problem. And that's our show. The Tigers certainly seem poised for a nice fall 2017 campaign. You can catch all the action on the Tigers Media Network and online at uhsecho.com. I'm Joey Wright, and that's all for right now.